Let's hope everyone is doing well today. Congratulations to Real Madrid for reaching the Champions League final. They beat a Bayern Munich team we struggled against. We struggled against Bayern twice this season, right? And Real Madrid showed their mentality to actually beat a Bayern Munich team we struggled against. So, Manchester United, we need to get players on that Real Madrid level, right? Mentally, physically, technically. Our players are not at the top level, right? And in 4 years, I expect us to be competing for the Champions League, competing for the Premier League. And we're facing an Arsenal team that is competing for the Premier League. Although they are not going to win the Premier League, they are competing, right? And we need to construct a team that can compete for major trophies. And you can see Real Madrid, they just buy the best players, get the best manager, and test it until it works. I, and I think with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, there will be some improvement, but we need to actually start improving now, right? Especially this summer transfer window, we need to buy players that can compete at the highest level, right? Um, we're going into this Arsenal game with a lot of injuries, right? Varane is out, Martinez is out, Maguire is out. That's almost like 70% of our defenders are out for this Arsenal game. So, yeah, all we have right now is Diego Dalot and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, right? So majority of our players are out for this game. And regardless of the result, we have literally nothing to play for this season. We have nothing to play for this season. So all we need to do is just keep a consistent fitness for the FA Cup final, right? Our main focus should be the FA Cup final, regardless of what happens in the Arsenal game. It won't really affect our season, right? Because we need to win all the games to get Europa League football. And if we finish seventh, we're going into the Conference League. And Conference League, I don't really think Manchester United should be competing in the Conference League. So it's actually the season is basically over for us, right? So this is just a game for what? For pride or something. If we can end Arsenal season, it'll be nice, but I don't think they're gonna win the league. Manchester City are not gonna drop any points. So even for Arsenal, like they don't have a world class players, right? They have average players. Bukayo Saka, he's extremely average, right? Martinelli, he's extremely average, and majority of their players are average, but their manager found a system that makes them look better than they really are. So I expect us to actually struggle in this game because majority of our defenders are injured, and we can't have what's this Casemiro in the defense. Casemiro in the defense, we saw that against Crystal Palace. When he plays against players with pace, it's a real problem. Casemiro and Johnny Evans against players that have extreme pace, it's gonna be a real problem for them. So yeah, I think we just have to take this season game by game and just wait for the end of the season, right? Our season is already over in my eyes. We're barely gonna get Europa League, and Conference League isn't the competition we should be aiming for, right? So let's just play this Arsenal game and then just focus on the FA Cup final, right? I think that's the game majority of the fans are looking forward to, right? Manchester United versus Manchester City, that's the game majority of the fans are looking forward to because it's a game that potentially we can win a trophy, right? It's highly unlikely that we'll beat Manchester City, but it's a cup game at Wembley. Let's hope our players are fit, right? For this Arsenal game, majority of our players are going to be out. But then on the 25th of May against Manchester City, let's hope majority of our players are fit and we can actually try and compete for the FA Cup and win it. But this Arsenal game, I don't see us doing a lot. It's our season is basically over, right? The Crystal Palace game was already massively disappointing, and then you go into an Arsenal game with majority of your players injured. The confidence of our players is rock bottom. I don't see us literally doing anything in this game. So yeah, let's just end this season and focus on the FA Cup final, right? Let's hope a lot of our players are back for the FA Cup. Wow, this season has been extremely disappointing.